Hello all, welcome to Ambari Cloud YouTube channel, part of Ambari Cloud Open Lakehouse recipes. In this video, I'm going to discuss about Snowflake, lift and shift, and using Dremio as also a ETL, ELT, and data analytics tool. If you look at the image, right, we are injecting data into Snowflake, and in the real time. And then in all the ETL, ELT work, data analytics, data visualization, everything is happening in Snowflake. And also, some of the data is exported to S3 for file sharing. You may ask, okay, how come we are not using Snowflake share? But yeah, we could use it. But in this case, there's a requirement. We all the data is in the file level sharing. So here, the whole compute, including ETL, ELT, then Tableau reporting, and the user analytics, ad hoc queries, everything is happening in the Snowflake compute, right? So if you look at here, data is injected directly into Snowflake. Tableau connects to the Snowflake for data visualization and analytics, and Amazon S3 being used for, a file sharing, which is basically dual cost because we have a Snowflake table files and then you have a file sharing, is a dual cost. And then Snowflake is responsible for everything, then, leads to high compute cost. So our goal is to reduce double X, right? We are hoping to 40 to 50% cost reduction. Again, it depends on many use cases, of course, right? So what we are doing is, instead of the Spark EMR injecting data into Snowflake, the ELT work is done, and then we're going to create an Iceberg table. So part of Iceberg here, we're going to use Snowflake Open Catalog, which is Polaris. Right? And then everything is managed as internal Polaris catalog Iceberg tables. So basically we are building a open lakehouse. Once we build the open lakehouse and Snowflake can access these Iceberg tables via REST, Polaris REST, and the user can continuously query those tables. So that means the user behavior is not changing here, and they continuously query. And then the Tableau also can continuously connect to Snowflake. But here, what Dremio, which is also connects to the Polaris catalog, and Dremio can do all the data transformation, then ad hoc queries, and then Dremio supports full-fledged open lakehouse in Iceberg table. So here, remember the word, we are building a open lakehouse, Apache, not equivalent, actually Apache. So here, EMR also creating open Polaris catalog, Polaris internal catalog, and Dremio also connects it. Dremio also can manage these tables, and then user now can connect to Dremio to do ad hoc queries and reporting, and then the Tableau too. So eventually, right, we could reduce maximum Snowflake cost. Then, everything is managed through Dremio, and then the Tableau reports also connect to the Dremio here. Then the share, right? As you mentioned, the share, and since everything in Iceberg format, Parquet files are there, then user can get access to the file sharing. So then we are reducing the dual cost. If you look at here, data is stored in Amazon S3, Iceberg file format, enabling open lakehouse architecture. So open lakehouse architecture allows you to do one more thing. Not only Dremio, you can connect to, Databricks and Dremio and Cloudera, any other engines which supports the Iceberg. And then, of course, Snowflake remains as is, right? End user experience is not changing until, they get full-fledged understanding of other SQL engines like Dremio here. And then Tableau continues to do visualization. So user will not be knowing whether it's connecting to Snowflake and Dremio. And then, then it will also reduce the cost, because then your high compute cost of Snowflake is moving towards EMR and then Dremio here, right? Then, and also, since this is Apache Iceberg here, right? both the EMR and Dremio can implement branching, data as code concepts, can rewrites, can implement express, right? All those, the Apache features can be implemented here, particularly data as code. As I said, the branching, data as code can be implemented. And then zero copy cloning you can implement. And then, you can test your partition keys easily. If you want to change the partition key, those things can be done. And so we can take advantage of the full-page open lakehouse here, right? Then, as I said, data analytics can be done and both on Snowflake, on Dremio, and as user, you're connecting to the same tables, right? So analytics from Snowflake to Dremio, you can reduce the cost, right? So cost efficiency, that's the key, right? Everybody wants to do that. And now instead of ETL, ELT managed in the Snowflake, we're going to manage through Spark and Dremio. And then, you can open up to many engines, which are cheaper compute. And then since the open lakehouse, scalability improves, and then you can also start implementing federation. So you can connect to other sources, and then you can bring data into the Iceberg. So overall, this lift to Iceberg an efficient data architecture, and then allows you to open lakehouse. So look at this book. In the ebook, we put together all the workflow, how to do lift and shift from Snowflake. And then, we have the examples in the book here. If you go to the Snowflake section, you will see all the examples here. Okay, where it is? If you go up, you have the slowly. Let me. Okay. Yeah, here. Snowflake lift and shift, then multiple examples. I walked through, then look at another video. I did a workflow section here, how to do the lift and shift migration. So any questions, let me know. Definitely the Snowflake Iceberg features, right, is very interesting and then very useful and definitely reduce the cost. And we have seen, many projects. Any questions, reach out to me, Konapalli at Ambari Cloud. Thank you. Bye now.